Alright. There we go. BB-8 does need a thumbs up animation. Hey, CGJ. Hey, Gamer Legend. Alright, so right now we've got 1 vote for Star Wars Rebellion, 1 vote for FTL, Faster Than Light. Real quick, again, the games I have to stream right now: Everspace, The Long Dark, The Division, like I said, Star Wars Rebellion, FTL, Arma 3, Star Wars X-Wing, Minecraft. And I do have Star Wars Galaxies, but I do not want to stream Galaxies right now because I already know that I will be streaming Galaxies in about 4 hours from now. So I kind of wanted to play something else for the next 4 hours before I get into Galaxies. So alright, I think Rebellion it is. Hey Pappy55UK, welcome to the stream. Thank you for following my channel. Alright, looks like we're doing Rebellion. Let me see if Twitch even recognizes Rebellion as a game. It does. Haha, Daxon, very funny. I don't think so. We're not doing Outlast. No. Alright, so let me see here. You are very, very funny. So now the problem with Rebellion is it uses music straight out of Star Wars. So where's the options? How do I get to the options? I have to actually start a game here? Alright, hold on. I know you guys can't see anything yet.
Begging your pardon, I have a suggestion for you.
Quiet, quiet, quiet. I need music off. Okay. And back to the main menu. Okay. Now that that's taken care of, I can actually get the game to show up. Maybe? Is it this? No. Do I just do screen capture then? Yeah, alright. This is the best I can do, guys. It's an old game. Real quick, let me grab my alert box. Let me just make sure that's showing up too. There's a lot of prep that goes into streaming, guys.
Thanks, my young friend.
Alright, good. That shows up right where I want it. Rebellion does have expanded universe characters and units. You will see them. Hey Ham, welcome to the stream. Alright, so I guess I'll just leave the Old Republic music playing in the background. Alright, so now that we've decided on a game, you guys still have some voting to do. We have to decide on, first of all, the difficulty. We're just going to put it on this medium difficulty. We have to decide, do we want to play on a... First, are we going to play as the Empire or the Rebels? And then are we going to play on a small, medium, or large galaxy? And I have to be honest, even the small galaxy is fucking huge.
Thanks, my young friend.
Thank you for the follow, CGJ. Thank you. So, you guys basically get to vote now. Large galaxy, hard empire. I mean, okay, I put it on hard. I'm fine with that. So we have one vote for large empire. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to catch up from the stream delay. You would say small and hard. Just kidding. I mean, the truth is, even on a small galaxy, we're probably not even going to finish the game in this stream. Like, a game of Rebellion can last for quite a while. It's like a game of Monopoly, right? Like, you play for 2 hours, and then you either just get so frustrated that you flip the table, or you fall asleep because the game's taking too long. The good thing about Rebellion, though, is that you can save and then come back to it later. Well, it looks like it's unanimous that we're going to be playing Empire. So really the last decision to be made is the galaxy size. Oh, look, it's not even... Wait, how did I get that to pop up? It's not even small, medium, or large. It's small, large, and huge, I believe. I saw this, yeah, large galaxy.
Thanks, my young friend.
That doesn't say. I'm pretty sure that's huge galaxy. Thank you for the follow, Gamer Legend. Oh, David, of course you're going to vote Rebel. No, I think Empire totally beats out Rebels. But I think for galaxy size, yeah, huge galaxy. I think we're going to just stick with small for now. Alright. Empire, small, hard difficulty. Here we go. This is all pointless. Skip through all the intro crap. I'm going to turn the sound effects down because that's way too loud. And we're going to mute this guy.
What do you desire?
Oh, actually, we're going to slow the game down. Okay, so, for those of you that have never played Star Wars Rebellion before, welcome to one of the most horrendously designed UIs you will ever see in a game ever. Alright? If it was not for the UI, this game would probably be the best Star Wars game ever. I mean, it's still one of my top, 5 Star Wars games. But, the UI is pretty terrible. So, it's always 1v1, and you're always Rebels versus the Empire. So, as the Empire, we it's a real-time strategy game, but you can accelerate the time, I'll say, first of all. So this number in the top right corner, this 2, this is the number of days that have passed since the start of the game. And we can, you know, change the speed that the days go on. And while I'm explaining stuff, I'm just going to leave it on very slow because not too much happens at the start of the game. Now, we own Coruscant. Let's take a look and see what we have at Coruscant. We have a fleet, which is just a Star Destroyer in orbit over Coruscant. The Star Destroyer's got 6 TIE Fighter wings, a couple Stormtroopers. On the ground at Coruscant, we've got the Emperor, we've got Piet and Nita. We've got a bunch of Stormtroopers and a bunch of more TIE Fighter squadrons. That's dandy. Where do I go to view the objectives? Here.
What do you desire?
So, okay. So, there are 3 objectives in a standard game for each team. For the Rebels, they have to... well, I guess this is worded in terms of the Empire. So we have to destroy the Rebel HQ, we have to capture Luke Skywalker, and we have to capture Mon Mothma. At the same time, we have to defend Coruscant, defend the Emperor, and defend Vader. So the objectives are kind of mirrored, right? Like, we have to capture 2 people, they have to capture 2 people. We have to defend Coruscant, however, and they have an HQ that they have to defend. The difference is the Rebel HQ can be moved. Obviously, Coruscant can't. Coruscant's a planet, so... the advantage the Rebels get slightly is that they always know where the Imperial HQ is. It's on Coruscant. We, as the Empire, actually have to hunt down the Rebels, which I think is one of the coolest, like, game dynamics ever, because the Rebels could be anywhere in the Outer Rim. So all of these sectors on the map are sectors of 10 planets, and I can click on them and pull them up like this. So you see, here's Tatooine, here's Ryloth. If I look over here, they have Yavin, Kashyyyk. So, unfortunately, you can't see what's going on at a planet unless you have units there. So it's really like, it's kind of like the beginning of Empire Strikes Back, where it starts with the Star Destroyer, and you see the Star Destroyer like launching probe droids, and the one probe droid goes out to Hoth and finds the Rebel base on Hoth. That's exactly what this game is like. As a matter of fact, this game takes place immediately after Episode 4. That's why we know the Rebels are on Yavin. But unfortunately, we don't know what is still on Yavin. We just know that they were on Yavin. So I could send some ships out to Yavin right now, but I'm not even going to waste my time with that. Instead, we got to kind of pull our forces back together, back to home, regroup, and start building up our empire and go out and track those Rebels down. Now, whenever you start a game, it always randomizes the starting conditions. And just looking at this map, we got a really, really shitty start. We only own 4 planets. We own Coruscant, we own Coruscant, which we barely own Coruscant. I'll get back to that in a minute. We own Denab, and we own Umgul. Those are the only 4 planets we own. We're green, by the way. So anything you see that is green is us. Anything that you see that is blue is neutral. And anything that you see that is red is rebel. Which means the Rebels basically own the Corellian sector. They own Corellia, Duros, Vagran, Corphi, Talos, and Drawl. They even own 2 planets in the Saswena sector, Bortress and Sivrin. So we need to kick them out of there. We need to start collecting some of these neutral worlds. This bar underneath the planet, this green-red bar, is the alignment meter, or popular support. You can see Coruscant is completely green, which means everybody on Coruscant loves the Empire. As you can see, we own the planet Coruscant, but since this bar is more red than it is green, that means actually the population of Coruscant supports the Alliance more than they support the Empire, which could cause them to rebel. Let's see what we have. We have to start checking out our units. Alright, so here's Vader. The very first thing I'm going to do is send Emperor Palpatine on a mission to recruit more people.
As you wish.
So these like special officers and generals and stuff from the movies and expanded universe, you can use those to run special missions. And I'm probably going to be spitting information out here rapid fire, but that's because it's already 4 days in and I haven't done anything. So I need to start doing stuff. I'm going to send Vader on a diplomacy mission here because I don't want this planet to have such low
As you wish.
Support. Veers should be able to do troop training. I gotta see what structures I have. Okay, good. Coruscant's got 2 construction facilities. Coruscant has absolutely nothing. So as a matter of fact, Vader, I don't care about Coruscant.
You have aborted my mission.
We gotta take over some of these neutral worlds. This world has a troop training. That world has a shipyard. Nothing. 2 troop training. Nothing. 2 troop training and 2 construction yards. So, alright, so Avina is a prime target. So we're gonna send Vader on a diplomacy mission
As you wish.
to Uvina and try to persuade the population there to join the Empire. What do? You don't really do nothing besides be a general or an admiral. So I'm going to send him back to Coruscant. We do need 4 garrisons here in order to maintain order. So since the population is in such strong support of the Alliance, we have a garrison requirement in order to maintain order. So a garrison requirement of 4 means these 4 Imperial Army regiments are really the only thing keeping this planet in line with the Empire. So I can't move any of these guys. I need them to stay there or that planet's going to revolt. It's also likely that if I move this cruiser, that smugglers are going to start causing us to lose resources, but I do want to move Veers back to Coruscant. So we'll keep the ship here, but we want Veers back there. Let's take a look and see what we have over in this sector. So on Umgul, we have a troop training. We have... Oh, Gerard. He's a diplomacy guy. Alright, good. So we can use him to start snagging some of these neutral worlds. Bothawi, got nothing. That's got a construction yard. Ordo's got a troop training. Ooh, here we go. Sullust has 1 construction yard and 2 shipyards. We'll have him go take Sullust. Ships. We have a Victory Star Destroyer over here. Alright, so this Victory's probably... Yeah, 1 troop transport with Ozzel. Wait, Ozzel can't do anything but... Yeah, lead. Alright, so he's going to be my general. General Ozzel. We have no buildings that can build anything on Denab. We have troop training here. Alright, so we're going to start producing some Imperial Army regiments over here. So when you go to build something, you have a drop down here. You can see all the different stuff that you can build. I'm not going to go into what everything does right now, but Imperial Army regiments are best used for defending bases or defending planets. And it gives you here the time to completion. So it's going to take 24 in-game days to build 1 Imperial Army regiment. And that's because we only have 1 troop training facility here. If we had more training facilities, we could train troops faster. But right now, I'm going to queue up 3 of these, just so we start building some defenses, because this planet actually has no ground defenses at all. Right. What do we have? We have 1 fleet regiment, 1 Star Destroyer, 1 TIE fighter. Alright, so these will be good for invading. I'm going to rename this fleet Footprint 1, which is just... Footprint is like the word that I use to describe my invasion forces. There's 2 army regiments there, and that's all I can build out here. Wow, this is probably the worst start to a game that I've ever had. Alright, Coruscant's got some idle construction facilities. We need to start building stuff. Now, the first row of boxes underneath a planet are the number of like building slots that you can have on that planet. This is very much like Empire at War. So you can see Coruscant, all of these white boxes are structures that are using energy. The last 3 boxes means that there's 3 additional slots that I could build structures on. The yellow and orange boxes are the number of mines that I can build. So right now I have 5 out of 8 mines on Coruscant, and I can see that here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of a possible 8 mines. At some point, I'm probably going to scrap some of these mines to make room for other structures. We also have 3 refineries. I want more construction yards. That way I can build other facilities better. So I'm going to actually, or quicker. So I'm actually going to double the number of construction yards on Coruscant. And Coruscant, I can't do anything on Coruscant. Oh, Coruscant has 7 refineries, though. That's pretty good. Alright. Well, we've done pretty much everything that we can do. That's not true. We've got some people here that could do stuff. Piet, what can you do? Piet has a diplomacy rating of 79. That makes him borderline a good diplomat. I might be able to send him to a planet and start having him sway the population, but it is kind of on the lower end. Nita. Nita has a diplomacy rating of 2, which means Nita will not be going on diplomacy missions. Nita is going to stay back and work his leadership skill. Hold on one sec. We will have Nita be an admiral of this Star Destroyer. Admiral Nita. And, whoops, no, I don't want... He's not going to be commander. You're actually going to go on a mission. I want to take Yaga Minor, because Yaga Minor's got a shipyard. So, let's see if you can do any diplomacy. It's going to be unlikely for him to succeed, but it's better than nothing. Alright. So, 6 days in, we've assigned tasks to pretty much everyone that we can so far. I'm going to save the game. This is Empire Small. I've got a bunch of saves already, but I don't really play them anymore, so it doesn't matter if I overwrite them. And that's it. Sorry if I do not pay attention to chat while I'm doing this, guys. Multitasking while playing this game is pretty difficult. But we're going to accelerate time here a little bit. Basically, anytime an event happens, we get an alert like that. The little droid will beep, and one of these icons will light up. So we can see, alright, so personnel arrive at Coruscant. So this guy arrives, and Veers arrives. So we can go and check and see if there's anything we can have them do. I don't think this guy does anything except lead, no. So we will put him in our fleet as well, and we'll have him be our commander. So having an admiral in a fleet increases the effectiveness of your capital ships, and having a commander in your fleet increases the effectiveness of your fighters. Additionally, having a general on a planet increases the effectiveness of your ground troops. So here we have General Veers will be on Coruscant, we have Admiral Nita and Commander Brandy, or Brandy, however you say his name, in the fleet above. And we'll rename this fleet Core Def for Coruscant Defense. Just so we can keep track of them. You don't really need to name them, but I find it easier. That way when I open this menu and I see Core Def, I know, okay, so that's the Star Destroyer that is defending Coruscant. I don't really want to move anything else, so we're just going to accelerate time some more. Alright.
I have been successful.
So, Palpatine completed his mission, and he recruited this dude, Bane Nothos. Nothos? I don't know how to say his name either. But he, additionally, not very good diplomat, isn't good at any sort of researching, but he can be all 3 of the commander ranks. So this dude's just another good leader, which we don't really need right now. We need diplomats. So,
as you wish.
Palpatine's going to be spending the entire first, like, 100, 200 days of this just recruiting more people. Trying to get as many officers as we can. Try to find some more diplomats. How do you get in onto my Arma groups? Make sure you have me on Steam. I will be posting... That's a good question, actually. I'll post a group on my Steam group. Or I'll post a announcement on my Steam group for people that are interested in playing Arma. Alright, so yeah. It looks like Piet failed his diplomacy mission, but I can leave him there so he can keep trying again. He's up here. I don't know why Vader hasn't checked in yet. He should be any day now.
I have been successful.
Alright, Palpatine recruited Griff.
As you wish.
What do you do? Again, just a leader. Yeah, I might as well send him over here to be a general. Why not? There we go.
have succeeded.
Alright, so Darth Vader succeeded in his diplomacy mission. Unfortunately, it didn't increase the population enough to support the Empire. It still says the population does not support either side. So we're going to leave Vader there. But you can see, maybe you can't see, this progress bar move very slightly to the green. CJG, you training up surveying? Yeah, that takes a while. Alright. Palpatine recruited Novel Graint?
As you wish.
He looks like some sort of elite scout trooper, maybe a dark trooper. This guy is not a diplomat and he's not a leader. He's got very high espionage and very high combat rating, which means he is good on covert operation missions. So, actually, how good are you? He's got a pretty good espionage score as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the two of these guys on an espionage mission. Let's see, they have a shipyard and this has a troop training facility. This, we have no idea what's on the ground at either of these places. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to send them on a, not Incite Uprising, I'm going to send them on an espionage mission to Bortress. And we're going to have Novel Geraint be a decoy, just in case they get caught. This way, Novel Geraint will actually fool the rebellion if this mission is caught, because it's basically depending on the stats of the guys that you send on the mission, and depending on the detection rating of the units that are at the target location, your covert missions can get foiled. So by having a decoy, if this mission gets foiled, then only the decoy will be captured, while the main force will actually return to us. So in this case, if something happens, we might lose this guy, but Bane Nothos will come back to us. And I just got your reference now about you merely adopted the Nothos because it's Bane. Very good. Welcome to the stream, Fruity Peter. This is Star Wars Rebellion. And hey, Killmast. Alright, just to go over a little bit more of the UI, up here, this first number is our number of raw materials. So right now we only have one. This is our refined materials. So your mines pull up raw materials, and then you need refineries to refine them. And this third number is like our maintenance cost. It's basically your unit cap. So everything that you build in the game consumes a certain number of maintenance points. And once you run out of maintenance points, you can't build anything. Personnel arrive at Coruscant. Alright, Griff. We're going to make Griff a general. Just in case anybody tries to do anything at Coruscant, he's going to increase the strength of all of these Imperial Army regiments. And we need to take over a planet.
I have succeeded.
Alright, so Vader is still doing well at his mission. Yuvina is about 50-50 on its support now. One of our construction yards at Coruscant just finished, so now we have 3. It's still making one more, but this last one's going to take a little bit less time. We just got something. Alright, we got Sullust. Alright, so Jerjerod's diplomacy mission at Sullust actually converted it to Imperial. So you have to decide, do we want to leave Jerjerod doing his diplomacy on Sullust to further increase the Empire's support, or do we want to send him somewhere else? Let's look and see. Orto's got a training yard, and that one's got a construction yard. Neither of these have construction yards, but Sullust already does. Alright, we need a training yard, so I'm going to abort his mission here, and we're going to send him from Sullust to Orto. Yeah, let's see if we can get Orto. In the meantime, we need units to defend Sullust. Oh, there's a planetary battery there. That's pretty good. So we're gonna queue up some TIE fighters. You can build another Death Star, by the way. We'll do that much later because it's very, very expensive. So you can see all the units that we can build so far. You will be able to build more units later. You have to research them. We're gonna actually queue up 6 TIE fighter squadrons. It's a lot of TIE fighters, but we're gonna need them. And why do we only have 2 available? I guess because we have a lot of refineries. We're gonna build 2 more construction yards. And I think we're going to consolidate our forces here. We're going to send everyone to Sullust. Because honestly, there's nothing... There really isn't anything at Ungul or Denab. I really don't know how to say these planet names. There's nothing there that we really want to keep. But I do really want to keep Sullust. So I'd rather have all my forces sitting in orbit there. Alright, Imperial Army Regiment was deployed. Hello, Cirrus. I do play... Well, I play X-Wing and I play TIE Fighter. I've never played X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. Hey! Piet actually succeeded on a diplomacy mission. That's pretty cool. And that actually causes his diplomacy to go up by 1 point. So whenever a unit succeeds a mission, whatever stat is associated with that mission increases by 1 point. So they get better at it. Alright, fleet arrives at Sullust. Alright, espionage mission. Alright, so the espionage mission to Bortress was successful, and we also got information on Corellia. So, let's see what we learned. Alright, so Bortress, Wedge Antilles, and a couple of guerrillas, as well as a Y-Wing recon team, are on their way to Bortress. Their estimated time of arrival is day 87. So they're not going to be there for like another month. Which means if we wanted to intercept Wedge Antilles, we could actually send our Star Destroyer to Bortress like a day or two before he arrives. And when he arrives, the Star Destroyer has a chance of capturing him. So we might want to do that. It also looks like they're sending some army regiments there to defend the ground. They have one Y-Wing squadron there. They have a planetary shield. They have one orbital shipyard that's building X-Wings. 5 refineries and 2 mines. Alright, so Bortress is actually a pretty good target. It's not very well defended. It does have some... If these army regiments show up, they're going to be there at day 51. It will be a little bit more difficult to attack. We could do an early strike on this planet. Let's see what we learned about Corellia. Holy shit, Corellia's got 4 construction yards? What kind of defenses? Wow, a lot of defenses. Yo, the Rebels got such an advantage in this game. They own this whole sector. It's so dumb. Apostle, am I doing a Let's Play this game? This is kind of my Let's Play of this game because this stream is going to be posted to YouTube. Alright, our other fleet shows up at Sullust. I don't know if I want to do like a series of this game, but maybe when I'm done with this stream, I'll just save the game, and if I get a lot of positive feedback on it, like if people comment and want to see more, we'll just continue this game. Darth Vader.
My mission has failed.
Vader, how do you fail a diplomacy mission? More personnel arrive at course. Alright, so our recon team is back. We're going to send them on another mission to Svivrin. See if we can learn some stuff about that planet.
You have not adequately supported me on this mission, and it has failed.
I love how when Palpatine fails a mission, he blames you. We're not doing too well on our diplomacy missions. Alright, actually, wow, Piet succeeded. That's really kind of amazing. And our construction yards on Coruscant are done. Alright, so we got Yaga Minor, which means we got a orbital shipyard, so we're going to start producing TIE fighters up here. Do I want to grab any of these other ones? 2 troop training. Yeah, we need the troop training. Oh wait, what's Yuvina? Yuvina's got troop training also. Almora. What I really need, we got to see what are
What do you desire?
What is our mines to refinery ratio? Alright, so we have 25 refineries, but only 16 mines, which means we need more mines. So I'm going to look at these planets and see Chandrila actually has a lot of mines. What's taken up so much? There's 6 refineries there already. Coruscant should be our mine world. Holy crap. Gorman. We could do Gorman. The popular support there is pretty high already. Actually, Avaram. Let's do this. I'm going to abort that. Avaram looks like it's actually ready to join the Empire already. The popular support is leaning towards us already. And if we take this over, that's a quick 2 refineries and 7 mines that are just going to plop in our lap. So I think we want that. Also, our construction yards on Coruscant are done. So let's build something else. Do we want to build something at No, you know what we need? We need a shield generator. We need planetary shields just to prevent any sort of attack. So we're going to build a planetary shield there. And we're going to save. You want to save this game regularly because it likes to crash. So as long as you have a recent save, the crash isn't that devastating. But like if you go 100, 200 days into the game and don't save, man, is that heartbreaking. Alright, we got Uvina, which means Vader completed his,
I have succeeded.
Uh-oh, our other mission failed? Alright, so both of our dudes failed their mission, and they're on their way back, and they both got injured, but at least neither of them died, and at least neither of them got captured. Now, we also own Uvina. I don't really need this, so I'm going to scrap that for materials. And we're going to build... You might as well build... We need 2 shield generators on each planet. So I'm actually going to scrap a refinery on Coruscant. And I'm going to have Yuvina build a shield generator and send it to Coruscant. So when you build something on a planet, you can actually deploy it to another planet, which is cool. But there is a travel time involved with that. And we're going to start building up some ground forces here. And save. What do we want to do with Vader, though? Let's pull Vader out.
You have aborted my mission.
Let's have him grab another planet. That one's got 5 mines.
As you wish.
Palpatine failed again.
As you wish.
TIE fighters deployed to Sullust. Yeah, the interface is very intimidating, but once you get used to it, the game's actually a lot of fun. Orto increased. Alright, good job. Personnel at Coruscant. Alright, so these guys, they just showed up to Coruscant, and since they're injured, they can't do anything, but as long as you leave them at a friendly planet, they will heal over time. So we'll just let them chill for now. Stack a few planets in the Outer Rim with construction yards. We will, but what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to scout the Outer Rim and see what planets are worth putting facilities on. In order to do that, I need to build some probe droids, but before I do that, I want to make sure that I have defenses. Alright, so construction yard on Coruscant's done. Good. So, let's do... We need more shipyards, so I'm going to Destination Yaga, Orbital Shipyard ×2, go. Diplomacy missions failing. Alright, we got Orto. Alright, so this is good. We're starting to get some more planets under our belt here. Orto's got troop training capabilities. It also already has a shield generator, which is good. We'll start building some troops here. Bothawi, 3 and 3. That one's got construction yard, but 7 mines. Alright, we want to grab that. We're going to try and grab as many of the core world planets as you can at the start of the mission, or start of the game. As a matter of fact, it probably should have sent a diplomat here to Commonor, just because this looks like a pretty good planet. It's a shame that none of these really support the Empire. Like, if Corellia had higher support to the Empire, we could try to get them to flip sides. Oh, we did actually learn... Whoa! Holy crap! Where did they get all these ships from? No wonder they failed their mission. There is a seriously large rebel fleet sitting on Svivrin. I don't even think the Star Destroyer could defend that. We're going to save our game. We need to get our shipyards up.
My mission has failed.
Screw you, Vader. Hey, Ondao. The lightsabers crossing icon, this is just if any kind of, like, battles happen. That'll be the summary of the battle. Alright, so Bane got healed. Palpatine recruits Thrawn.
Successful. As you wish.
Let's take a look at Thrawn. So, Thrawn, ridiculously high leadership rating, as if that was ever in question. But more importantly, Thrawn has ship design capabilities. So before we actually start using Thrawn as the admiral that we all know he's going to become, we're actually going to send him up to Yaga Minor to do some ship design research. Now this is how you learn how to build better ships. So as much as I'm sure you all want me to make Thrawn, admiral of one of my Star Destroyers, I really need him to be researching before we do that with him. Yeah, no village yet, but it's coming in the next update, which unfortunately we don't know when that's going to be exactly, but it's probably going to be in the next 2 or 3 months. Pillage the village. Alright, we got Avram. So we're definitely doing a lot better. We're doing a lot better than we started with. We got a bunch of planets. Let's check our...
What do you desire?
Mine to refinery ratio again. Alright, it's a lot closer now. We're at 30 to 32. Which also, for every mine and refinery pair you have, your maintenance pool goes up. So if you remember back when I was explaining about maintenance, our maintenance pool was at like 200 something. Now it's at 800 something. That's because we got more mines and refineries. Yes, you can build multiple Death Stars. But the Death Star in this game's not really that practical until like the very, very end game. Where if you're the Empire and you know where the rebels are, but their planet is just like really well defended. Hold on. Yeah, you could just say, you know what, screw your defenses, we're just going to blow your planet up with the Death Star.
You have not adequately supported me on this mission, and it has failed. Wish.
Palpatine, you're pissing me off. Shipyard idle on Sullust. Alright, so we're going to have to start building some larger ships here. We got 6 TIE squadrons, very good. Each squadron, I believe, is 12 fighters. It is. So that's 72 TIE fighters right here guarding Sullust. Unfortunately, we kind of need to move them around. I have no TIE squadrons on any of these other planets. So the question becomes, do I want to build more TIEs so I can distribute some TIE defenses? Or do we want to start building some larger ships? I would like to build some more Carrack light cruisers, but it's 52 days for one cruiser. I gotta build it. We need more combat vessels. We started with very few combat ships. Enemy mission foiled. An enemy reconnaissance mission to Coruscant has been foiled. Alright, so they're starting to probe our defenses with scouting parties. Alright, Nova Grant was healed. Alright, so we're going to do something kind of sneaky. Since there's way too many ships here, we're going to send Bane Nothos and Nova Grant on a sabotage mission. We're going to try to destroy this Corvette Eurus. And we'll have Nova Grant be a decoy again. And we'll see if they can pull that off. If they can, you can actually destroy enemy units without actually engaging them in combat. It's as if they snuck aboard and blew it up from the inside. So hopefully they can pull that off. Construction yard is not idle at Sullust. You can abort his mission at Avaram. Send him to Chandrilla. No, this is not SWG. Alright, we got Balmora. So Vader scored us Balmora. There's only 2 more planets in the Saswena sector.
You have aborted my mission.
That we can claim.
As you wish.
Alright, they're doing recon missions to Coruscant. Now we have an idle construction yard at Uvina. Alright, so this is where strategy kicks in. Where do we want to build stuff? Balmora is basically going to be a mining world, but we need shield generators everywhere. So does Uvina have a shield generator or no? No. So Uvina, just build yourself 2 shield generators so they don't have to worry about you. The reason we build 2 is because if a planet has 2 shield generators, it actually prevents the enemy team from landing troops on your planet. They need to first sabotage one of your shield generators, which is very difficult to do if you have a lot of ground units there. Alright, so our sabotage mission failed because the target was not found at that location. That's scary, because now we don't know where that Corvette went. It could be on its way to Coruscant for all we know. All we know is that it's not at Svivrin anymore.
I I have been successful.
Alright, perfect. Is this our research dude? Yes. Alright, so Palpatine just recruited this dude, Bevel Lamelisk, and he can do all 3 research tasks: ship design, troop training, and facility design. So we're actually going to have him stay on Coruscant, and he's going to do facility design because we want to be able to research the more advanced structures.
As you wish.
Every type of building structure in the game, whether it's a construction yard, a troop training facility, or a shipyard, has an advanced version of it that is basically the same power as 2 of the basic units, or basic structures, but obviously it only takes up 1 structure slot. So you could have 3 advanced construction yards instead of 6 regular ones. Alright, so Thrawn ship design research has produced valuable results. TIE bomber research complete, so we can now make TIE bombers. Very good, Thrawn. Thrawn's making himself valuable already. Alright. Another recon mission to Coruscant. The Rebels are basically going to be sending recon missions to Coruscant continuously. I do read chat from time to time, but I've got 2 chats to read because I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube. Alright, so these guys are back to Coruscant. Let's try sending them to take out this guy. Alright. Umgul made some troops. Kind of need more than that, though, before I start deploying them around. What about Sullust? I want to have a couple units at Sullust. So we're going to move those to there. We'll move those. Umgul is near Uprising, but it's not Uprising. I don't need all these either. Does Thrawn look like Arnold Schwarzenegger? It does, kind of. That's funny. So while we're doing this, the Rebels are probably doing the same thing in the other sectors. Facility design, making progress.
I have succeeded.
Vader's almost done doing his diplomacy work. We want to have like 6 of whoa, slow down, slow down, slow down. Oh crap. Alright, so our sabotage mission got foiled, and Novo Geraint actually got injured and captured. So we just lost one of our dudes. He's probably here. Yeah, so he's actually an Alliance prisoner now. Before Thrawn left to explore the unknown regions, he told the Emperor, "I'll be back." Alright, good. We got another planet. Presitlin? With a construction yard. Do we really need... Oh wait, where is this? Yeah, we do. This is the only construction... No, Sullust has construction yards. That's right. Okay. We might as well just build up our gen cores. I save every moment that I can, just in case the game decides to go down. Ship design making progress. Construction yard idle on Sullust. Alright. Denab. What do I want to do with Denab? Do we want to make this a shipbuilding shipbuilding system? No, because Sullust kind of is already. So, but I don't want Sullust to be both shipbuilding and construction yards. Orto can be troop training. Umgul can't really be anything. No, Umgul is going to be troop training. Orto is going to be mining, because look at the number of mines you can have there. Sullust needs gen cores, though, so we actually need to scrap some stuff.
What do you desire?
So, alright, now we have more mines than we have refineries, so we're going to go into Sullust, and we're going to scrap these 2 mines. We're then going to have Sullust build itself 2 gen cores, so that Sullust is defended. Alright, so Palpatine recruited Ramel. This dude can be any type of leader, can't do any training, and has terrible diplomacy. So where can I send you? I guess I can send him to Sullust. He's going to take a while to get there, but we do need an admiral out here. Oh wait, yeah, we have a general. We need an admiral. So how long is it going to take for him to get here? 61 days. I'm going to send him to the planet, not to the fleet. Just in case, for whatever reason, we have to move that fleet. I don't want him to, like, get all the way to Sullust and then freak out that his Star Destroyer's not there. You guys are funny. Alright, do we really need Jerjerrod to still be there? No, let's grab Bothawi. Bothawi's the last planet in this sector that hasn't been claimed yet. I don't know that there's really anything there worth taking, but I'd rather have it than the Empire have it. 3 refineries and 3 mines. I mean, it's good, but it's not important. But again, that's 3 refineries and 3 mines that the rebels won't get.
My mission has failed.
Vader, why are you so bad at what you do? Facility design making progress. TIE fighters being deployed at Yaga Minor. Alright, we are definitely in a more stable situation than when we started. This game had a really, really terrible start, but I still think we're losing overall. We still have more mines.
What do you desire?
And refineries. Yeah, we're at 4034. So we can scrap some mines on Coruscant. We'll scrap 1. And I just want to build a 3rd gen core on Coruscant, just so we have that extra layer of defense. That's a dog barking. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Alright. Shipyard idle. We've got our 6 TIE squadrons here. We need to start building some more light cruisers. Just in case those corvettes decide to poke their heads into our space. Enemy missions are being foiled. I don't really care what planet they're on, because all of my planets right now are pretty poorly defended. So it doesn't really matter. Imperial armies being deployed. Alright, so here we got our lightsabers crossed. What happens? Saboteurs strike at Coruscant. Are you kidding me? So Saboteurs took out our Karak light cruiser that was in orbit over Coruscant. And that's not good. As if our defenses weren't already shot to shit.
I have succeeded.
Yeah, it's about damn time. Now we really need to start building more light cruisers.
You have not adequately supported me on this mission, as you wish. It has failed.
Palpatine pissing me off. Alright, so we learned a new facility. Advanced training facility. Research complete. That's good. I really want the advanced construction yard research training. But honestly, I think the most important thing is to get more... we need more shipyards up here. Oops. We're going to send 3 shipyards up the Yaga Minor. That'll help crank out those light cruisers a little bit quicker. Alright, good. We got Gorman.
I have succeeded. You have aborted my mission.
Alright, so what did Gorman have? Troop training, 3 refineries, and 2 mines. So might as well train up some dudes. And Vader. We're gonna have Vader go back to Coruscant. No. Damn it, that's not what I meant to do. I can't abort him until he gets there now. I want him to do diplomacy. But you know what? Recruitment might not be bad either. If Vader gets some recruitment cycles in, we get more dudes. Like, more officers.
I have been successful.
This dude looks like he's straight out of Star Trek.
As you wish.
Clev. He does ship design research. It's funny you guys are making jokes about Bothan spies, because actually the Bothan espionage, or I'm sorry, the Rebel espionage unit in this game is a Bothan infiltrator. Alright, he does ship design? Perfect. We're going to send him up to Yaga Minor and have him do research with Thrawn. Can he be a commander? Yeah. We'll send him up to Yaga Minor to be a TIE Fighter commander. What happened to my music? Oh, it's still on. Alright, crack cruiser deployed at Sullust. So we're going to stick that in the fleet with the Victory Star Destroyer. So now this fleet is a 2-ship fleet. It's got 1 TIE Fighter wing, 1 Imperial regiment, but no Admiral. Would I rather have an Admiral Ozzel or a General Ozzel? I guess Admiral. Get 1 more light cruiser out there. And that'll actually be a pretty decent force to be reckoned with. 1 Victory Star Destroyer with 2 light cruisers. The only thing I'm really missing there then are some TIE Fighters. Because the Victory Star Destroyer can only carry 2 TIE Fighter wings. Yuvina's done making troops. Alright, good. Excellent. And what can we build? Do a destination to Balmora. Shield gen. And let's start spreading these troops out. So, Balmora can use a troop. Yaga Minor can use 2 troops. Avaram can use a troop. And Gorman can probably use a troop. What about Corson? Corson's got 4. Let's send one to Gorman. And that's it for now. Alright, well... Hold on. We gotta stop the music. We gotta put on something more intense for the first battle. I know exactly what to put on. I just need to find it. Games. Star Wars games. Imperial Rage Mix. Alright. So, the battle system in this game is both amazing and terrible at the same time. Let's see what we got. Alright, so we got 1 Alliance escort carrier with 4 Y-Wing squadrons and 2 X-Wing squadrons. And for some reason they brought their prisoner with them. It's a little loud. I'm not sure why they would bring their prisoner with them to the battle, but okay. And they're at Coruscant, so I don't think all those fighters are going to be able to take on a Star Destroyer with all of these TIE Fighter wings. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure as soon as this battle starts, the Rebel ships are going to turn around and try to hyperspace home. But let's take a look.
The fleet is ready, Admiral. We await your orders.
So, this is the battle screen. It's actually a 3D space arena. So you can actually go like above and below your enemy. So it starts off paused so that you can assign orders to everyone. If we zoom in, here's our Star Destroyer. What do you think? This is a little bit pre-Empire at War, I would say. But you could see, like, if they were to have remade this game using, like, modern-day graphics and such, I think it would be pretty amazing. Here's our TIE Fighters. You can see up front they're represented by 2D icons. And you can see they're in a line in front of the Star Destroyer. The different colored dots indicate what squadron they are in. So you can see I have 4 fighter groups. I have red, blue, green, and gold up top. And then 1 battle group of capital ships, which is just the Star Destroyer. So, what we're going to do is we're going to tell the Star Destroyer to attack the escort ship.
Task Force 1 acknowledges. Engaging targets.
And we're going to have all of our fighter groups attack the enemy fighters.
Red Group acknowledges mission assignment. Blue Group acknowledges mission assignment. Green Group acknowledges mission assignment. Gold Group acknowledges mission assignment.
Now, like I said, I don't think that actually is going to make a difference because I'm pretty sure as soon as I unpause this, these ships are going to turn around and try to retreat. But let's see what they do. Yep, they are. So my fighters might be able to get a few shots off.
Red Group reporting. Taking losses.
Wow, we actually lost a group. Come on, at least... Yes. Alright, we got one of their Y-Wing groups. Damn, that's all we got. And let's see...
The rebel fleet is withdrawing.
Let's see if the game crashes.
The Empire is victorious.
It didn't crash. Alright, so coming out of a battle like that is actually where the game is most likely to crash. For some reason, going from that 3D engine back to the 2D engine, it's really like 50-50 whether the game crashes or not. But it looks like we managed to get out without a crash. Alright, so then you get a little after-action report, and we can see we destroyed one of their Y-Wing squadrons. We should have damaged another one. We didn't even damage another one? That sucks. No casualties anywhere else. And we lost one TIE Fighter squadron. They damaged another one. Oh wow, they damaged a bunch of other ones. Holy crap. Alright, so we kind of... I think, honestly, we kind of came out of that the victor, because I'm pretty sure one Y-Wing squadron costs more than one TIE Fighter squadron. So I'm okay with that. Slow down time. And now we know that there is a Rebel escort ship. They have to be retreating either back to Svivrin or maybe Bortress. I think Bortress is a little closer. So they're actually retreating probably back to Bortress, which means if we wanted to pursue them, I could send my ship to Bortress. It would only take 5 days to get there. But I really need to keep these guys here. I do not want to move my Coruscant defense. So yeah. Tone the music back down. Oh, didn't mean to mute it. Alright. So that's a battle. We've got idle construction yard over on Sullust. How are we doing with shields out here? We've got 2 shield generators there. 1, 0, and 2. Alright. Once we have all of our planets with shield generators, we'll start building some other stuff. But I really want to get our defenses, like, really well in place before we start building other stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure why they, attacked with one ship like that. Hey, Palpatine recruited Paleon.
As you wish.
This was, wasn't this like Thrawn's friend or whatever? Buddy? He's got a diplomacy rating of 89, so we're gonna send him somewhere. Did they lose Trallus? Or did they have Trallus? Or was Trallus always neutral? Oh, wow, that's perfect. Alright, we're gonna send Paleon to try to diplomacy Salonia. Because this planet, Salonia already has 2 Gen Cores. So if we can take this, and it's got troop training, we could just start cranking out defenses right away, and they can't attack us. That's actually a pretty good idea. Alright, we got Bothawi. Which was the one that didn't have anything really on it. Alright, we're going to abort that diplomacy mission. We're going to send him back to... Since there's no neutral planets here to claim, we're going to send him back to Sullust to do diplomacy on Sullust, just to further increase the Empire support on this planet. That way, we don't lose it due to some stupid diplomatic reason. What the heck? I can't... Oh, whatever. Did you really look up on Wikipedia the Paleon thing? Alright, I think we're gonna take this up to like day 200, and then we're gonna stop for now. I definitely think we'll continue this at some point in the future, but I don't want to make this video 2 hours long. They're still doing missions to Corson.
I have succeeded.
Alright, well, I wanted Vader to do diplomacy, but he actually recruited Orlok. He's a facility design guy, so we'll send him back to Coruscant, do some facility research. Training facility idle on Orto, which means more dudes. Still doing reconnaissance to Coruscant. Let's see, how's our progress on this coming? Alright, not too bad. Nick Travis, this is Star Wars Rebellion. This is old school Star Wars right here, man. We should be getting a new ship design pretty soon.
I have been successful.
Alright, so Palpatine recruited Dala.
As you wish.
Or Dala. She's got some insane espionage points, man. And 150 leadership. She is going to be very useful. We'll save her for now. But we're going to use her to do some sabotage missions in the future. Alright, good. We're getting more shipyards at Yaga Minor, which means construction on this cruiser is going to be a little bit quicker. Personnel arrive at Sullust. So, Grammel, we sent you out here to be an admiral. No, we got Admiral Ozzel. Oh, that's fine. He could be our commander then. There we go. So that's actually going to be a pretty good secondary fleet. Good. Alright, crack cruiser's done. Palpatine recruits Viller.
As you wish.
So Viller, not entirely... Oh wait, you could do facility design too? I did not know you could do that. But we're going to send you to Coruscant and do facility design. That's pretty nifty. Shipyard at Yaga Minor. Should probably build another light cruiser. How long would that take? 28 days? Yeah, we can crank out 2 of these in the time that we did 1 before. What about TIEs? So there's the new TIE bomber. TIE fighter, 4 days for a TIE fighter squadron. That's pretty insane. But I think Victory Destroyer, 68 days. Regular Star Destroyer, 112 days. We can't afford that much. We can't let that much time go. Escort Carrier, which is like a TIE fighter transport, 36 days. Dreadnought, 44 days. The Galleon is the troop transport, that's only 12 days. Death Star, yeah, just an average, you know, normal, just a short 584 days for the Death Star. Should we start that now, you think? You think we should, you know, that way it's here before Christmas? I don't think so. Hey, Zul'jin Gaming. Yeah, this is one of my favorite Star Wars games. The user interface is just a little clunky. Alright, we're going to queue up... Let's just queue up 1 light cruiser for now. That way, if something comes up and we need to build something else in a hurry, the shipyard will be available. It's not like we can't immediately queue up another one when that one's finished anyway. So, we'll do them one at a time. Alright, 12 more days before we stop. What just happened? Chandrilla joins the enemy! That's not good. Hold on. So wait, we were trying to persuade Chandrilla. Piet, we had Piet on Chandrilla doing diplomacy, and he just got booted. They just picked up a ton of mines and refineries. All right, but that's good to know. So here's what we're gonna do. This will be a good way to end the episode. We're gonna take Chandrilla really quickly, because if Piet was just there and it was neutral, that means there were no rebel ships there. And if they just claimed it, that means there's no defenses there either. So we're gonna do a quick strike on Chandrilla. It's gonna take us 6 days to get there. Wait a minute, that's not... No, core defense. Yeah, we're gonna move the entire fleet. Wait a minute, no. I want to make sure... We gotta... Stop. We gotta make sure we have troops available. What do we got? Okay, so it's got 3 stormtrooper regiments and 6 TIE fighters. Alright, it's full of stuff. And we need to bring a general. General Veers! You're coming with us. Alright, we're going to Chandrilla, which means we're leaving Coruscant defenseless. We might as well make Dala a general just while he's gone. No, I'm sorry. Let's make her commander. That way she increases the effectiveness of all those ties. We're gonna do a quick, swift strike on Chandrilla and try to take it back. All right, good. Vader's bringing.
I have succeeded.
Vader's gonna bring back Coruscant's diplomacy a little bit because the Empire is not very well supported there. Facility design is making progress. Alright, Piet showed up at Avaram. I want him to do diplomacy on Yaga Minor because that's my main shipyard. Lancer frigate research complete, so now we can make Lancer frigates. We'll see about that after the crack cruiser is done. Alright. Fleet arrives at Chandrilla, so we have a blockade over Chandrilla. I don't think they have any units, so we could do a planetary bombardment, or we could just do a planetary assault. I think if we do an assault, there's not going to be anything preventing us from just taking right over, so here we go.
The rebel leader, Princess Leia Organa, has been captured.
No shit, we captured Leia. That's not one of our objectives, but that's a damn good catch. So we had no casualties. They had no casualties. And now we own Chandrilla, with a slight problem that Chandrilla, the citizens of Chandrilla are now in uprising. So...
You have aborted my mission.
We're gonna send Vader over there. Okay, we got Leia. We need to get our ship back to Coruscant because I don't want to leave Coruscant undefended. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna dump a bunch of fighters from my fleet. I'll dump 3 TIE fighter wings onto Chandrilla, just so there's some defenses there. And then we're gonna pull the fleet back to Coruscant with Leia on board, right? Yeah, alright, we got Leia in tow. We'll bring her back to Coruscant. Now, we need to send some more troops to Chandrilla because it's an uprising. So we need to subdue the uprising by having troops there. Just send some troops from like all of our different planets that we don't need troops on, which isn't that many. And then we're gonna send Vader on a subdue uprising mission to whip those citizens back into shape. And that's it. That went very, very well. And now we own Chandrilla, by the way. We got control of all those mines and refineries. That was very effective. Sorry, Luke, but the princess is in another castle. That's good.
I have been successful.
I believe this guy
As
is
you wish.
a diplomat. 74 diplomacy is kind of low, but I might as well use him. We'll send him to Coruscant since Vader's busy. Good. Alright, so Paleon is increasing the support on Salonia. Which that's going to be the... This Salonia is going to be literally surrounded by rebel planets. But if we can... We need a foothold in the Corellian sector, because if the rebels manage to take these last 3 neutral planets and they own the entire sector, it's going to make it very difficult to actually invade and clear them out once they get that dug in. So we need some sort of foothold in that sector. They're still doing reconnaissance to Coruscant, and day 200. Alright, not much happened. So let's see, do we have any idle facilities? We do have an idle training facility on Avaran. So we'll build some more Imperial Army regiments just to be used for defense. And yeah, we've got a good number of troops coming to Chandrila to try to break the uprising. I think we'll be alright. And how's our progress on this ship? It's about a third of the way done. We've got 1 idle over Yaga Minor. I think we're good for now. The fleet should be arriving back at Coruscant. Yep, a day 201. So 1 day away. So Coruscant made it defenseless temporarily. But I think taking Chandrila and leaving Coruscant defenseless for a couple weeks was definitely a good move. We could probably do that same sort of thing on Bortress, because I think they're very lightly defended here. Well, they've got a little bit stronger defenses, but not incredibly strong. But that we'll have to wait until next time, because I just want to call this here. 200 days gives you guys a good idea of how Star Wars Rebellion plays. I just guessing by how people have responded in stream. I'll probably be doing more of it in the future, but I don't want this video to be super long. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. I'm just bouncing the stream for those of you watching live. Give me 1 sec.